This is Christopher Judge. You may know me best as Teal'c, and you are listening to Bad Nerds. Indeed.
Welcome to Stargate SG-1 for the first time. Still not a Star Trek podcast. My name is Jeff Aiken, and I'm watching Stargate SG-1 for the first time.
And I'm Brent Allen, and this is also my first time watching Stargate SG-1, sort of. This is my first time actually watching it, deliberately looking for the messages that Stargate's trying to put out there. You know those good sci-fi messages? The ones that hold up a mirror to society, tell us how we can be better human beings to one another, or maybe just give us hope for a better future.
This week, Brent, we're watching an episode called Point of No Return. My prediction for this one is that we're going to get some Colonel Mayborn, and it's going to push O'Neill to the point of no return, with the added caveat that he might get suspended or put on an extended leave of absence or something like that. So this, I think, is going to be a pretty exciting one. Are there any exciting facts about it?
You're a good guesser, Jeff. You're a good guesser.
Yeah, I've got one out of about, 100 or whatever we've done so far?
Yeah, this is the 11th episode of season 4. Original air date 1 week after last week, September 8th, in the year 2000. This one's written by our old friends Malazi and Mully. I'm just Eminem. I'm going to call him Eminem now.
Fair.
Malazi and Mully. Remember, they always write together as a pair.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, we've talked about these guys before. Now, Joseph Malazi would go on to say that this episode is the one where the final product matched the most close to the original idea that they came up with for the episode.
Okay.
You know, because episodes go through changes through the writing process and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, that's all I got for you on the front end. With that, Jeff, it's time for us to go watch this episode. Hey, if you guys are just joining us out there for the very first time, here's how this works. Jeff and I are going to go watch this episode for the first time, like right now. And if you want to see the full unedited version of this video, just head over to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/Bad Nerd.
If you're listening to us on a podcasting app, you're about to gate into the future. We're going to meet you there on the other side, having just watched the episode, where I'm going to share my first time reactions to the episode. Brent's going to share the sci-fi messages that he may have dug out of it. Brent, we are almost there. Let's dive in to the point of no return.
Chevron 7 locked.
We have ourselves a situation. The switchboard received the following call.
Hello, this is a message for Colonel Jack O'Neill and anyone else who's listening in. I know this call is being monitored, but don't bother to set up a trace.
I recognize the voice.
I'm at a phone booth in Butte, Montana, and I'll be long gone before your Black Ops teams can get here. You're not dealing with an amateur. I know all about Roswell and the Kennedy cover-ups and the...
He's the every guy from Sex and the City and all this stuff.
The CIA-sanctioned microwave harassment.
Goes on for a while.
And the lizard people. But the point is, none of these compare to your little secret, Colonel. I'm talking about a large circular object discovered in Egypt, currently residing at the bottom of a missile silo under Cheyenne Mountain.
Oh, that's right on the nose.
Stargate. And now that I've got your attention, I want to meet tomorrow, 11 a.m., at the New Cloverleaf restaurant in Billings. And Colonel, come alone.
Jack's going, not alone.
Right.
Because that's how this works.
I'm not some kind of noob.
I want to know who this man is. I want to know how he got his information. I want to know who he's been talking to. You leave in half an hour.
Immediately, this episode's going to be great. I don't know the actor's name, but he's perfect for a conspiracy.
Willie Garrison.
Willie Garrison?
Garrison, yeah. Not Garrison. Garson. Willie Garrison. I think you have a picture of him in your head.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, he's...
Glasses, the hair kind of like mine, just shorter.
Yeah.
Same guy in everything.
His best role, though, was as a character named Mozzie on the show White Collar, which if you've never watched that show, Jeff, we should do that show. It is one of the best, most intelligently written shows I've ever seen in my life. It's so good. The writing on that show is so good, and he's hilarious in that show. Buckle in, Jeff. Here you go, Jeff.
Colonel
That's
O'Neill?
the guy. That's him.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late. I think I was followed.
They're like, hey, good news. You don't need to go to wardrobe. You just show up as you are for everything.
Very professional. What's your name?
You can call me Martin.
Okay, Martin. What's this about?
If you don't mind, before we get started,
This
I'd like to check you for transmitter.
totally normal behavior in a diner to look over and see somebody scanning another guy.
Especially in Billings, Montana. Like,
Right.
Clean.
very normal.
Nobody else bats an eye. Nobody looked over.
You understand, a man in my position has to take precautions.
Also, I don't know what your position is.
I always feel
Tilk.
like I'm being watched.
Come on, Martin. Let's get to it. What's going on here?
You know as well as I do, Colonel.
I don't.
I need
Okay,
a
here
good
we
couple
go.
minutes of Tilk
He's got a
getting
driver's
orders in the
license. He should
kitchen.
be able to-
You know, I've never been on a stakeout before. Shouldn't we have, like, donuts or something?
Pistachios.
A top secret government program involving instantaneous travel to other solar systems by means of a device known as a Stargate.
Sounds like a good idea for a TV show.
Hey!
Into that sort of thing.
Colonel, let's not play
He's like,
games.
if
it isn't
you're a
true,
nerd-
then why would you come all this way?
Okay. The truth. There is a top secret government program called Project Stargate.
I knew
But
it!
it has nothing to do with space travel.
What does it have to do with?
Magnets.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Nope. I've already said too much.
Colonel, you're not taking this seriously.
What seems
I
to be...
have to go through the Stargate.
Marty, I
No,
don't...
I mean it. I've come to realize that I don't belong here. One day, I'm online and I find this conspiracy chat room, and they're talking about something called the Stargate. Most of it was disinformation, but the word Stargate stuck in my head. It triggered what I later realized was a suppressed memory. You see, Colonel O'Neill, the truth is, I'm from outer space.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you are. Dum, dum, dum.
Check, please.
Got something.
Thousands of years ago, people were taken from Earth. There are entire civilizations up there descended from those original humans. I can give you proof. I can show you my ship.
Let's go see that.
Show me.
Literally,
I
he's
mean-
like just at the peak.
You know, Jeff, I will tell you, he really is a good guesser.
It's just
But, yeah.
over the next ridge.
Yeah, I have this theory
I know
that's
exactly
exactly the plot of your show.
Marty,
Right.
The whole
you
thing.
think you can trust me with all this?
I can't explain it, Colonel. I just have a gut feeling. Like, we have something in common.
Well, that's very flattering, but I'm not an alien.
I know that. Something else. Yeah, up here.
This is going to be sad where he's like just super lonely and he and Jack end up becoming friends because Jack's lonely too.
Oh,
I am guessing that Mayburn's guys are running that conspiracy chat room about Stargate. They're probably out there doing disinformation and trying to see what people know and stuff.
This is it.
Smart.
Nice place.
look at his house.
Yeah.
Something tells me we don't need to worry about this guy.
I like the
The fact
eyeballs.
that he happens to be very close to the truth. He looks familiar.
Yeah, a little Asgardy.
Right?
It would appear this weapon is ineffective.
Oh, hello.
Oh my.
Sam, you're going to want to take a look at this.
Tilk's like, this stuff's great. So much fun.
It's the childhood Tilk never had.
Exactly.
Tranquilizers, antidepressants, antipsychotics. Looks like our friend here was being treated for a number of different psychiatric problems.
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me? I'm telling you, this is like a complete waste of time. This guy's got paranoid delusions.
Uh-oh.
He's recording everything.
The fact that she can't see that through that eye lens, like,
What do we got?
we could see it.
Activity in the house.
Looks like Martin's got visitors.
That's not all. See the big guy? Watch what happens when I go to thermal scan.
Looks
was
like he
old
just ate a
CRT.
Taco Bell.
Right? Ugh.
Definitely not human.
Or he just has a kink.
Don't you sit there and kink shame Tilk.
Right?
Not like he's hurting anybody.
Sure.
Non-consensual.
Just that thing,
Results of
whatever
the
it
test
is.
done on the medication that Major Carter took from Martin's house.
That was fast.
There are some anomalies. Several unidentifiable chemicals were present. I believe that the drugs may have been tampered with.
For what purpose?
I can't say. I mean, for all we know, the medication may be the cause of his delusional state.
I'll mention that to Colonel O'Neill.
The name of the psychiatrist who prescribed the drugs was on the label.
I must say your phone call piqued my curiosity. I don't often get requests for information from the military.
Well, this concerns a particular patient of yours. Martin Lloyd.
Of course you understand that doctor-patient privilege prohibits me from discussing the case history of my clients.
This is a matter of national security, Dr. Tanner.
So?
The privilege doesn't exist in this case.
People like Martin sometimes compensate for their feelings of insignificance by creating elaborate fantasies in which they are the center and focus of all attention. That's what's happened here.
This guy and the administrator from last week probably get along pretty well. Might be part of the same book club.
This is one of those motels, Jeff. It's got a shaking coin-operated bed.
Colonel O'Neill.
Took's like, I got these cool toys, this bed that vibrates. This is the best mission ever.
Right? It's like, I get to go outside on Earth.
I got to make, like, flapjacks and sloppy joes.
Dude, he puts that on so cool, man.
So good you're here. You have no idea what... Who's he?
My friend, Murray.
You trust him?
Oh, yeah. I'm not undercover.
Like, there's really nothing to hide here, my guy.
Look at this.
Except there really is.
Except everything that you already know.
I propped it up against the inside of my door. When I got home, it was on the ground, meaning someone was there. You have to take me through the Stargate.
Oh, Lord, I want to go, but they won't let
Dr.
me
Tanner, it may be
go.
true that Martin is delusional, but there are still some unanswered questions here.
Such as?
How he knows
Well, he
everything.
seems to be taking a lot of medication.
No more than necessary.
Doxepin, haloperidol, profenazine, lithium, Valium.
Major, please. I don't have time to discuss the benefits of psychopharmacology.
Apparently the drugs have been laced with some indeterminate chemicals.
You realize that this
Dude, Sam's got a pretty rad haircut.
Fuel Martin's paranoia.
Yeah? You think?
have a
I
choice.
think it's very of the time.
Look at it. It's very,
We're
like,
going to get
pixie.
to the bottom of this
Like,
with or without your help.
Very September of 2000.
Well, I mean,
I
but
don't
coming
know
off
what
last
else
week's
I can
episode,
tell you.
like...
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any friends or relatives we can contact? Anyone else?
No.
This is his work address.
He has work? I'm not sure where a guy like Martin gets his money. He doesn't work, though.
You wouldn't think so.
Knew it
No.
would come to this.
Probably crypto.
Tests on me, and then they're gonna dissect me like one of those demented high school biology experiments.
Marty, take it easy.
I'm never gonna get home. I want to go home.
What makes you think your way home is through this Stargate?
I get these ideas, flashes, a feeling like I'm somebody there. Like there's something important for me to do there. More important than anything I do here.
He's going through the gate.
Can I have a glass of water?
That's how the episode's going to end. Jack's going to find a way to let him go through. Yeah, I don't know if I'd drink any water out of that sink.
Right? That water's brown. Let's just be honest.
You should go easy on this.
But
Just for a while. Trust me.
what about the symbols?
What symbols?
It's one of the things I see in the flashes. There's 7 of them. I wrote them down.
Wow.
It's even got the Earth one there at the end.
Uh-huh. This is garbage, Marty. Let me just hold on to this.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really look like anybody's place of work. There's no one here.
It's where the spy guys are hanging out.
Except for the guys with guns.
This is totally unfair. Just because I'm from another planet, I don't have rights? I mean, doesn't the Geneva Convention cover extraterrestrials?
Doesn't it say inalienable? Inalien. Come on.
Carter's not answering her phone.
Well, he is very much alien. So
Yep.
He's
You know,
in
guys,
alien.
I think it would be a really good idea if I took
So
some of my
alien,
medication
he's in.
now.
I don't think so.
The thing is, if I go too long without it, I tend to get a little nervous.
Getting some really strong Veer vibes from him right now.
yeah, good call. Good call.
They mean something, don't they?
Right now, I need you to think very carefully. Where did you see them?
I told you, I have these visions. I don't know where they come from.
Aren't you listening?
Maybe it has something to do with my implant.
Excuse me?
They put an implant in my head. I always thought they were sending me signals.
To whom are you referring?
You know, them, the secret government, the New World Order, black helicopters, underground bases. Don't
Hulk
you guys
Hogan,
read the
Scott Hall,
papers?
Kevin Nash.
God's sake.
You
For
don't
life.
believe me. My neurologist didn't believe me either, but that's only because the implant is so small it can't be read on a normal X-ray.
Of course.
So
All right, this is going nowhere.
here's the thing. Dude's batshit crazy, right? Except he's been right about all this other stuff so far.
yeah.
At what point do you not start going, maybe he's not that crazy? Like,
Yeah.
Just maybe. Like, I got to humor him at least at some point. Like, I think Jack's trying to a little bit here, but I mean, like,
if really just, I mean, I agree Jack's trying, but I almost think it's like almost time. Just take him, like, just take him down and see if he's like, you know, and if it's a risk, he's crazy. No one's going to listen to him.
Jack's not supposed to be able to take him down. Like, under no circumstances, this guy's supposed to be going down there. Like, remember how freaked out Hammond got when Catherine Langford came down, and she was part of the original part of the program.
She started
you
it.
know?
But I would make the case if I were Jack that, like, hey, this guy knows stuff he shouldn't know, and he knows it in ways that he shouldn't know. He needs to come see this thing.
Or we need to bring him in for further questioning.
Yeah. Like, you need somebody a little more skilled at this than me.
Right. I'm not just a field guy at this at any point. Also, he's been right about all this other stuff. So, you know, I guess if I'm looking at it on the other side, Jack's still trying to figure out how could he in real life actually know all this information without being an alien and having visions. Like, that might still be what he's really trying to suss out. So I don't know, but still at some point, I think you got to start asking the question.
I'm going to go look for Carter and Daniel. Keep an eye on them.
I'd be asking a bunch of questions about it. Tell me more about your vision. Hey, what did you see it on?
Where are you going?
Was it
Mari?
If I say whoosh, does that mean anything to you?
Dude, get on the bed.
You got to try this thing.
We're going to vibe.
Who are you?
What do you want?
We're the guys with the guns, which means you answer our questions.
I can't not ask that question every time I hear who are you?
Who are you?
What do you want?
I'm Dr. Daniel Jackson. This is Major Samantha Carter.
We're with the Air Force.
And what are you doing here?
Classified.
What do you know about Martin Lloyd?
Never heard of him.
Yesterday you were conducting an illegal search in his house.
No, we weren't.
It wasn't
Who
illegal.
are you guys really?
Exactly.
CIA? NID?
KGB.
What do you know about Martin Lloyd?
That you believe we illegally searched his house. You know, being a psychiatrist in Billings, Montana in the early 2000s, that had to be really lucrative business. I mean, look, even his doors look
Headless alien found in a topless bar.
Can I come out yet?
No.
Psychiatrist's office was completely empty, like no one had ever been there.
Murray, I'm really sorry I tried to bite you, and I realize it's totally out of line, but I was wondering if maybe I could come out now? Just, I'm getting a little dizzy.
No, I don't get it. How does a nut job like that get a set of gate coordinates?
Right.
Marty?
Marty?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, crap.
Marty! Come on, Marty!
In hindsight, perhaps we should have given him his medication on you.
Colonel!
Or not.
I remember where my ship is.
What if he's Asgard, right? And just like has his thing going on and is something broke? They've been drugging him, so he's not sure.
He's an associate.
Oh, we know that. We also know that he's not from around here.
Not from Montana?
The ship is around here somewhere, but remember, it's mostly buried.
It's a cloaked bird of prey.
Watch your step! Ah! This is it!
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a piece of grass on his head. Oh, now we're going to call everybody out, and we're going to set up a whole mobile command center.
Made from. It's definitely not terrestrial. And I've enhanced the image by extrapolating from the exposed portion.
I feel like having him here like watching this is probably not the smartest idea.
16 feet long by 10 feet wide.
That's not right.
I was going to say, that's
too small. That can't be my ship.
That's not super big.
There's another ship out there?
Could it be an escape pod?
That's it. We abandoned the ship and came down in the pod.
There's more of you?
Hmm.
How many more?
I'm not sure.
There can't be too many, sir. From the size of that thing, I'd say 4, maybe 5 max.
All this time, I thought the government was watching me. What if it was the others?
What would these others want?
They don't want to be exposed.
If that is the case, then these others may indeed be responsible for the disappearance of Daniel Jackson and Major Carter.
What about this?
Oh, that's very good. Did you draw that yourself?
What is it?
That's a duck, isn't it?
The thing is, if they went with your theory and they're just like, yeah, he's into some pretty wild stuff. End of discussion. Like that. Oh, sorry. My bad.
It's literally the thing I'm going for. Like, I've seen some wild X-rays in my day with wild stuff.
We're sent out to find allies, but when we got
this one doesn't even blip on the radar.
Advanced enough to help us.
Oh, we have our moments.
The enemy was too powerful. They wanted to make us slaves. They wanted us to worship them like gods.
Oh.
The Goa'uld.
Yes, that's it.
The enemy of which you speak enslaved my people. I am branded with the symbol of this false god.
Hurry!
Hurry! The radiation sweep. We're ready to open the hatch.
All right, let's do it.
If you penetrate the hull, they're going to know about it.
That medicine sure wears off fast.
Perhaps.
Well, once it wears off, it.
Yeah.
My kid's ADHD medicine does the same thing.
Really?
Like once that medicine wears off, it just, it's a cliff.
I don't.
Oh crap! It wore off.
You guys know what a symbiote.
Go to bed.
But if they were really an idea,
go to bed. I'm going to be in the bunker.
A security threat.
That's why I hate working for the government. Every department has its own agenda, its own little secrets.
Very true, Dr. Jackson.
I keep waiting for Mayborn to show up.
Didn't see that one coming.
I'm running out of patience. And I really need to know.
You're not a real doctor, are you? Looks like the experiment's been discovered. What do we do?
Get the van.
We're going for a ride?
Not exactly.
It's a needle syringe. Yeah.
This is not a good idea. Did I mention this is not a good idea? We got company.
You stopped taking your medication, didn't you?
I'm not crazy, and you're not a psychiatrist. You see this? This is what brought us here. I know it. I remember now.
I like how they completely cleared the mobile command center out there.
The tents are gone and everything.
Yeah.
Nice van. What do you call that color? Kind of a grayish green, huh?
Just get in.
With Montana plate, is that a 3 and a G and a 1328?
Late 80s Ford Econoline. I used to have their moves.
Dude, that Ford Econoline has not changed
at all.
Years.
So you're going to drug me again?
Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
That didn't work.
I had a couch in it. We used it when we toured around. It was pretty awesome.
This isn't right. I know you. I know all of you. We were on the ship together. We're soldiers, not murderers. That's why you drugged me instead of killing me in the first place. It's not too late. Our people are at war. They need us.
And I hate to see you like this. You're my best agent.
I know who I am.
He's doing a really good job.
Why are you guys doing this? Why don't you just admit who we are? We can all just go home. They have a Stargate.
I really want the driver of the van to be Sergeant Silo.
Seal off the area. No one in or out. Sergeant, any sign of the targets?
Negative, sir.
They just disappeared?
They're aliens, right?
I have more evidence. Look.
What's that?
A mobile computing device. I snuck it out of Tanner's bag. It has multiple functions, see?
What?
Guys, we better get out of here. This thing is counting down.
Is that a Cardassian emblem on that?
That's weird. I'm sure this is a countdown for some sort of detonation.
Well, bye-bye escape pod.
Too bad they cleared out that whole command center. Now they'll never know.
You know, if Jack got that set of coordinates way back when, isn't that an immediate, I'm texting a picture back, and they're going to go send a team to check it out?
Right away.
Immediately.
Chevron 6.
Exactly. This is just like I remember.
I like how they still put them in the fatigue trains or whatever.
Chevron
Not fatigues, but
7 is locked.
He was right. It's an active gate.
Sending them out through.
We abandoned the ship. We did it deliberately. We're losing the war. We're deserters. After a while, I realized what we'd done wrong. I wanted to go home, but the others were afraid.
So they gave you the drugs?
They're not bad guys. They're just hiding.
General Hammond says you're a go. Yeah, it's safe, but you're not going to like it.
Oh, war ravaged and destroyed.
They're going to Centauri Prime, really, is where they're going right now.
After the fall.
Right. The 17 years later, or whatever it was.
I feel like I called this, the episode ending with him going through the gate. Once I get into an episode, I can predict things pretty getting into it.
I mean, at least the gate's still vertical.
It's Fallout PX7439.
They were right. If we'd gone back, we'd be dead now.
I'm sorry, Mark.
So, now what?
Chicken butt.
We go home.
Before we gate into the rest of this episode, did you know you're missing most of the content from this podcast? Stargate SG-1 for the first time has an active and exciting Patreon that you can join right now by clicking the link in the show notes. Not only will you get access to the full, unedited podcast and reaction videos, you'll also be able to join a growing, vibrant, maybe even an intergalactic community. Subscribers even get access to all of our content from Babylon 5 for the first time. Don't miss out on this content and the amazing people. Just click the link in the show notes. Tilk thinks you should do it right now.
Indeed.
All right, Jeff, we've just finished watching Point of No Return just now, in this moment, 10 seconds ago. I'd like to say welcome back to our audio listeners who have just gated into the future to join us. We finally caught up with you, actually. Jeff, take us through it, your first watch of Point of No Return.
What a sad ending. Like, it's just like it's the episode starts out almost like a joke. I mean, literally like a joke. Hammond's got the little recording, and then you get the bit of just like, this goes on for a while. Quite a while. Thought that was just hilarious. And then it goes through this whole thing of like, he's legit. Is he not legit? He is legit. No, maybe he isn't. And then it turns out like, not only is he legit, but like left a Holocaust where his entire people are dead, gone, or taken up by a war with the Goa'uld. That was kind of fun. Fun little ride they took us on. Looking over at my notes, and it's interesting. I don't have a lot of them. I was just kind of watching the episode. It was entertaining. That the guest star, what do we say his name was? Martin
Willie Garson.
Willie Garson.
Willie Garson. Yeah.
So good. Like what he brings to every role is both annoying and perfect. You know, like in everything he plays, he's that guy where you're just like, oh my gosh, but he's exactly what he needs to be. And him and Jack were a lot of fun together, but he and Tilk together were magic.
Murray. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry I tried to fight you. What were you thinking?
Can I get some medicine? I'm about to pass out. No. Clunk.
Yeah. That's so incredible. Hey, do you think I can come out? No.
But the fact is, Jeff, you are a parent of a child who has her own free will and abilities to
strong-willed
do stuff.
individual.
A very strong-willed individual. I have a couple myself. Dad, can I come out? No. They're still going to probably come out.
Yeah, 100%. Why not? At the minimum, you get why not.
Right.
But I feel like the big missed opportunity in this episode, though, was they go and they meet in this diner in the middle of Billings, Montana, and Tilk is in the kitchen. He's wearing like the little paper hat and everything. They needed a guy to bust in, right? And just be like, hey, buddy, where's my sloppy Joe? Come on, get back on it. Right. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to do stuff here in the kitchen.
No, you've got to have the first one like, hey, where's Fast Eddie, huh? Where's he at?
Yeah.
Huh? He's gone. It's me and today filling in. Oh, all right. Well, where's my sloppy Joe? I got like,
and then being Tilk, he's like, well, I'll figure out how to make this sloppy Joe for you. Just get our whole spinoff. Later on, he's like, you know what? I just really enjoyed diner food. Like, I want Guy Fieri to come out and like
he just starts serving like Chulak food, which is like all he knows how to cook or something.
So basically we take these worms and we boil them and cut them up in these different ways.
Which actually brings up a really good point. So he's been on Earth for 3.5 years now. If we assume that our time and Showtime are about real, does he learn how to cook at some? I mean, there's the base commissary, so he doesn't really necessarily have to. Does he learn to cook at some point, like Earth foods? What are his favorite Earth foods now?
Yeah, what does he like to eat? What does he hate?
What's he like on his pizza?
Does he want to cook? Did he ever cook? Yeah. Like, what does he do for fun?
Right?
Is he a reader? Is he just exercise? Like, what is he? Does he cook?
Well, we've seen him and O'Neill box. You know, they go at it. I think that's it.
That's it. That's all he does. He's like, I go on, I do my Kelnareem, I go on missions, and I box.
At some point, the man has to work out.
Yeah.
Like, even for a Jaffa.
I feel like there was an underlying message in this episode that I was drawn to of, is Martin mentally unhealthy? Is he crazy? Is he right? Or is he just misunderstood? Like when they opened up that medicine cabinet and it just looked like a pharmacy full of stuff. My first thought was like, well, we have strong-willed kids, right? And there's a really strong desire for some people to heavily medicate their strong-willed children. And if that works for you, awesome. Like I'm not passing any judgment here whatsoever. But what I'm saying is oftentimes when we aren't equipped, either as a family or as a society or a school or whatever, to handle the standard brain and operating procedures for somebody, we tend to medicate them. And oftentimes that works well. They're able to show up, be a productive member of society, feel good about themselves, all those good things. But also I think about Marty here and like pretend he's not some exiled Tauri, from out somewhere else and almost got crushed by the gold. Let's say he's just a human on Earth who's super imaginative, who's really creative, and he's lonely because people don't know how to interact, with somebody like that. So we label him, we medicate him, and we set him aside. And I guess I'm stuck thinking about that. Like, how many Martys are there out in our world, in our spheres of people that we know, that we kind of write off, when really there's just this incredible humanity in them, this incredible creative spirit that doesn't match our idea of what society should be. So we other them in a real way. Now, again, there's a difference between medicating to kind of shove aside and then medicating because like there's a health thing when you want the person to be healthy and help their esteem and things. But I feel like if you have a pharmacological closet like Marty did, that's the not helpful kind of medication. Now in this, he happened to be not an alien so much. I mean, a Tauri who's out there doing whatever, the last of his kind. He and the handful of other dudes that are there. There's like 4 of them now that are left. And they're out running around and in him. And like our answer wasn't, let's bring him in like we did Tilk, learn, collaborate, whatever, make ourselves better. Up until the point was, we'll just medicate him to death. I'm curious now. I'm sure they didn't leave him on that planet. They're not like, hey, so here's where you came from. It's destroyed. See ya. Good luck. So my assumption coming out of this episode is there's him and then there's three other guys, right? That were there, or was it 4 other guys? I think it was 3.
No, I think it was 4 because there was the doctor and then there were like 3 goons.
Yep. Yeah. So there's 5 of these aliens out in the world. And maybe Marty sticks around and we see him he's in the SGC. We see him from time to time or whatever. I can't imagine that this is the last we're going to see of this. It's just, to me, it feels like when we brought people through the gate before, they've either died or we've sent them back somewhere else. Here where they were like, you got the gear on, so stick around, I guess. And then the guys that are just out there, whatever, out in the world. I have a feeling this is going to be a part 1 of Types.
You're a good guesser, dude. You're a good guesser.
Clearly so much. Yeah, the only good guessing I did is pretty early in the episode. I'm like, this episode's going to end with him going through the gate. Like Jack's and it did, but I think I've missed just about everything else. Did I miss anything for the tracking board? I don't think I did.
I didn't have anything. I mean, you would have thought this would have been riddled with for crying out louds from Jack.
Yeah.
But Daniel didn't die. Sam didn't get a new boyfriend. I didn't hear any indeeds. So
Daniel, by the way, and Sam, both incredible prisoners. Like the way they answered everything without answering anything and just they're fantastic. They should get a medal for how they showed up in that situation. I think you, Brent, should get a medal for all the hard work you do watching these episodes, extracting the messages in them and sharing them. What did you find in this one?
Well, maybe not for this particular episode. It's really what you were talking about earlier, Jeff, is how do we treat the people that we deem as crazy? And I use that word very intentionally. Marty was, by all accounts, certifiable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By everybody. You mentioned the pharmacological closet he has in his house. everything points to the dude just being absolutely insane. But I stopped and I asked you a question in the middle of watching the thing, which is, he's been right about so much. At some point, do you not have to stop and maybe humor him on some level? Like, you know, there's aliens out there. You know that those aliens are descendants of Earthlings, so they look a lot like us. You know that there's a Stargate, and here's a gate address, and you know what an address looks like, and that's a gate address. To sit back and go, well, this guy is way super over medicated, has all this information. Is it possible somehow he's a guy who's returned to Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Like, now, what do you do with that information? I don't know, but at some point you have to humor that.
Yeah,
and give that person some modicum of benefit of the doubt, you know?
You have to give them a platform to be heard, I think, at least. And I feel like that's what Jack was trying to do in the way only Jack can do.
Which also very much feels like he's just putting up with the guy and just like, but Jack never walked away though. He was never like, okay, you're crazy. I'm out of here. You're done.
He tried, but they're like, stall him.
Yeah. And I think Jack did the best thing for him that anyone's ever done, which is, hey, don't take those medicines.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens, you know? But outside of that, there's really not much else in this episode because, one, the episode is pretty funny throughout, even though it has a real somber ending, you know, real somber ending. And it does beg the question, what happens next? Because presumably they turn around and come back through the gate. And where does Martin go?
Yeah. What's next?
What are they going to do? He has full knowledge of all this stuff. They can't just release him out there. Is he now a part of the SGC? Him. Yeah. What are they going to do? How's that going to work? So those are all really, really good questions, but you know, setting up hope for a better future, mirror to society. I definitely think the mirror to society is one, because we'll often find people who we just sort of write off because we think they're nuts or we think they're crazy. Hey, not just the people who we think are crazy. How about the elderly?
Yeah.
How do we treat the elderly? You know, that's old grandpa. He's whatever. He doesn't know anything. He's so out of touch. Yeah. The man's also lived 80 years. You think he might know a few things, you know, like,
might want to pay a little bit of attention.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm in my mid 40s and I'm catching that with my son right now. Like, son, I know what you're going through. I get it. I'm fully aware. You know,
I remember it so well.
Right. I understand it's really important to you what all these other folks think. As somebody who's a little further down the line, let me tell you what, life's a whole lot easier when you don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the faster you can get there, the better off you'll be.
But he's like, whatever, old man.
Whatever, dad. You don't understand. These are my friends. Like, no, I do. I get it. That's why I'm not gonna, that's why I'm not berating you for anything here, you know? So yeah, with all of that, did it examine the issue? Did it flip it around? Did it leave us to answer a question? Did it provide some sort of an answer or lead us to one conclusion or the other? No, none of that was there. It was just very subtle as it went through. I think it was a good episode all the way through. Jeff, this one only gets 2 chevrons from me. Oh, I'm sorry. There is one other one. There is one other message I got out of this whole thing. Whatever you do, don't kink shame.
Yeah, for real.
Don't kink shame.
If no one's getting hurt non-consensually, just let it happen. Let it roll, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Took was clearly having a good time.
Yeah, very much so. Dude, he in that bed.
Yeah. Can you blame him,
I wonder what the gold inside of him was thinking at the moment. Like, hey.
Have you ever been on a bed like that before?
I have not. I cannot
We
say
had
I
a bed.
have.
We had a bed like that.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah. I mean, not for that purpose. They called it a massage bed or whatever. And I'll tell you what, I think we used it twice ever.
That I also believe.
Yeah. It was more annoying than anything else and loud.
Mm-hmm. But when you don't have to have it in your home and, you know,
it's a novelty. You just drop a couple coins. It's fun.
Right. Jeff, I do the rating. You, my friend, however, get to do the ranking. You're placing this episode in our 100% completely accurate, definitive ranking of Stargate SG-1. In this case, season 4. We have 10 on the list so far. This is episode number 11. Jeff, I'm going to ask you, where are you going to place this? I'm going to read the top 5 as they sit. I'll start with number 5. You got Beneath the Surface. Number 4 is Crossroads. 3 is Upgrades. 2 is Small Victories. 1, Window of Opportunity, best episode of the season so far. Jeff, does Point of No Return supplant Window of Opportunity? Does it even crack the top 5? Where are you placing it, my friend?
So many questions to be answered. But before we answer that question, the people have spoken, Brent. I heard that in the comments loud and clear and through my own reflection. We are making a change. It's on the screen now. Swapping first ones and beneath the surface. Now number 6 and the first one's back at number 5.
I think that's a good change.
I think so too. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, for the first ones, it is not going to last in the top 5 very long. This one, Brent, is going to become our new number 4, just above Crossroads and below Upgrades.
All right. You know what? At number 4, I'll take it. I personally quite enjoy this episode.
It's a fun episode. I like
it. It really is. Despite the ending.
I think because of the ending, like the ending, I think makes it stronger because it's not just a fun, haha, this is a thing. Like,
well, and it turns out he's right. He really was all of this. And oh crap, they're jacked up. And it leaves some really good questions. Where did those other guys go? What's Martin going to do now? What's happening? Great questions. Will Stargate ever revisit these characters, and will we ever find out? Time will tell. I know. Most of the folks out there know. Jeff doesn't know. No. He'll find out in good time, or when we get to the end of season 10 and he's like, wait, we never went back to that one. There are stories, Jeff, that we never come back to that you kind of are like, whatever happened to that? Jack's girlfriend.
Right?
Anyway, Jeff, that's going to do it for Point of No Return. Next time, brand new episode on the docket. We're watching an episode called Tangent. This is not about trigonometry.
No.
But I ask you, just based on that one word alone, what do you think this episode might be about?
I was actually going the trig route with it. Like, well, there's a course that heads this way, and then there's this. So that tangent.
Go with your gut instinct, Jeff. Go with your gut instinct.
That's what I do. That's why I'm wrong all the time. So Daniel and Jack, they're going to be on a planet. They're going to be figuring something out. And Daniel and Jack are going to have a disagreement of some kind. And Daniel's going to basically take his ball and go home and be like, well, you do that. I'm going to go do this. He's going to go off and like follow his tangent or whatever. In the end, it'll all work out and it'll be good. But the key point is there's going to be a separation between Jack and Daniel.
Interesting. Well, Jeff, you are, as I always say, a good guesser. And we'll find out if you're right next time here on Stargate SG-1 for the first time. Hey, out there, thank you guys so much for joining us for today's episode. Please remember, wherever you're watching this or listening to this, to subscribe, whether it's on a podcasting app of your choice, maybe it's on YouTube, Patreon, any of those places. Please make sure you subscribe. And if available, please be sure to leave us a rating and review. That just lets other people know that we're doing pretty good over here, and they should listen to us as well as you grow this community even more so. And if you really want to help us out, honestly, the best way you can really do that is to personally share the show with somebody that you know who loves Stargate SG-1, or maybe somebody like Jeff over there needs to get into the gate for the first time. Jeff, do you know what happened in my own personal family the other day?
What happened?
Speaking of sharing the show, my mom randomly decides to start watching Babylon 5.
What?
I sat down on the couch next to her and I stayed.
Right?
I was like, oh, I was like, well, here's this guy. Nope. I gotta.
You were the community.
Oh yeah.
She's like, hey bro, no spoilers.
Well, I was like, Mom, you're in for a good ride. First season's a little rough, but trust me, it comes back and it pays off. Everything pays off. There's no dropped threads.
Except the ones that are dropped.
Nothing's dropped except the ones that are. Oh gosh. Hey, listen, guys, thank you so much. Until next time.
Brent.
My name's yeah, Jeff. What's up, bud?
I didn't want to say anything about this because they could wait. They might be listening. Never mind. Just wait.
What? What are you waiting
on? I think I've already said too much. Shoot.
What are you talking about?
Dude, the lizard people, Brent. The lizard people.
For crying out loud.